That I am an absolute whoremonger for crates. How are you, YouTube? And George here, back with another one. I just wanted to show you this. I'm going to stick this into my shed storage and workshop solutions playlist. Given the weight of this bucko here, it's about 120, 130 kilos, this thing. I needed some serious bench underneath it because it's so heavy. Now, I haven't bolted down yet, but like when you're reefing on it, on the handle, it needs a serious bench under it. So what I did was I had the piece of worktop, which I had a couple of legs under it, and it was mounted off the wall on a couple of the adjustable shelving brackets, which was a little bit sketchy, to say the least. So what we decided to do was we built this, didn't really measure anything, it was just all kind of done on the fly, thrown together. So we have a 6x2 frame, or that's 150 by 50 millimeter frame that goes around, okay, underneath this worktop. And then we have the same again for the legs. And what we done then was we took some 75 by 50 or 3x2 if you're watching in black and white, and we diagonally braced it this way, and we done the same on this side, and it's also roll bolted to the wall. And then we kind of decided, right, well, sure, we have this spacing underneath it now. The lawnmower used to live here. It has been evicted to down there in the corner for the moment until I find a proper home for it. So what we done was we put in these stringers here going across, and 3x2 verticals, 2x1 on its edge, so it's nice and strong. Or what's that, 50 by 25 for our American friends, 2x1, 50 by 25 for our metric friends, those who aren't watching in black and white. So they're pretty strong. So I have 6 crates here. I have my car cleaning stuff, I have all my extruded aluminium, I have my painting stuff for inside in the house, and I have an empty one, and then I have another one with some microfibers and stuff in it like that. Future plans for here is to have a belt. I'm going to build a belt. Let's try that again. Future plans for here is I'm going to have a 2-inch or 50mm belt grinder here, and that is going to drive it off a VFD. That's a 3 horsepower motor, and we'll make up a frame. And we have a serious station then for rubbing things down and whatnot. Now, as I said, this was all just fired together, built on the fly. No great care was taken. Now, long time viewers of my channel will know that I won't spend 3 days making a bench. I'll spend 2.5 hours making this like I did, and you could put the Titanic on it when I'm finished. Don't care what it looks like. I prefer form or function over form. Sorry. So this thing is incredibly strong, and as I said, it's bolted to the wall as well. So it's going to be more than up to the task of handling this, handling a bench grinder, and quite possibly we might put either the bandsaw or the shear on it. Now that's another project, that thing. Yeah, we'll talk about that another time. So quite pleased with it. The worktop was all raw because this was actually, anybody that watches my radio videos, when I built the radio room when it was downstairs, this was the bench. That was the bench that it was all built on, or the piece of worktop. And what I had done was I routed off the bullnose corner, and I had another piece of wood going into it, so hence why I had to use it backwards. So what I done was I wrapped it all the way around with 2x1. Now this timber was a bit wet. This was leftover stuff I had from doing the job in the attic, so we'll give it a number of weeks to dry out and whatnot, and we'll fill all the holes, and then it'll get a lick of paint in my signature red. Everybody knows how much I love the red paint on stuff like that. I've loads of red stuff, it's my favourite colour for that kind of stuff. It's easy to keep clean, and it's fairly hardy for out here in the shed. So yeah, like I said, it's quite strong. And when we bolt this down, we will drill a hole in the worktop where this hole is, so that if we're ever broaching anything, a broach is quite long. It could be 300-400 millimeters long, because you're using the full stroke of the ram to do the broaching. So we'll have room underneath for it to go down. And we also built in, anybody that's been watching my videos for a while know that I am an absolute whoremonger for crates. I have them everywhere. I have stuff labelled in them. Like there's a second row up there as well. I've loads of stuff in them. So when these were all came out from the house because they were changed out and whatnot, so I keep them. They're handy for when you're doing projects, but I was always moving them around. So I made their own little mountain platform off the side, so they can just sit there out of the way. And I sliced the corner off this so as it wouldn't be in the way when you're walking or whatever. So there you have it. Quite pleased with that, and came out really decent, and will handle all the torture that I'm going to throw at it. So like I said, once it's all filled and sanded, primed and painted, it'll look the business. But we'll wait till the weather gets a bit warmer before we do that, because this time of the year when it's cold, it can take 4 days for that paint to fully dry. In the summertime it'll be dry in a day and a half, you know. So quite pleased with it. It's and it didn't really cost me anything, because when material's here it's already paid for. So if it's left over from a job, well and good, we'll use it to make something constructive out of it. So quite pleased with that little bench, and it'll do exactly as it says on the tin, as Ron Seal would say. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and just goes to show you, you don't have to be going mad with fancy joints, and just use plenty of big, massive, hefty screws. And as my old woodwork teacher always used to say, one nail is better than nothing, one screw is better than half a dozen nails, and one bolt is better than 50 screws. And I've kind of stuck with that all my life when I'm making these kind of things. So I never use nails, ever. Nails are for hanging up pictures in my house. That's it. Okay, we'll get you in the next one. All the best. Bye bye.